Who's responsible for this elaborately produced photograph of Beauty and the Beast? Well, the photographer, of course, New York-based Rod Cook, who took this unusual shot. But if photographs had a credit roll, the way movies and TV shows do, this is the list you'd see. It's a group of talented artists that worked with Rod to create the atmosphere for the elegant and believable fantasy. It took a long 18-hour day to get the shot onto film. And at the center of an absolute hurricane of activity is the photographer himself, directing the activity, trying to keep his vision of the shot alive while blending the creative talent of the support staff that crowd his studio.
I like this. See, I like to bring this way down. Also do one over here so I can see if it's not, I think it's affecting this. One of the problems that one often runs into with situations like this is that you're using a background that is rather large, basically covers your whole studio. Photographer studios are not as big as film studios, most of them aren't. And to make that background separate, to make it work with the set is very difficult. A simple problem like shadows from the foreground, getting on to the background and taking care of that, particularly if you want to manipulate the background, if you want to change it, if you want it to be underexposed. You will start to get shadows and things, and you have to solve those problems. You either have to make them blend, make them go away. Those are problems. The production's a problem because it's so much stuff that has to be pulled together. This is a collaborative project. It's not something that I can walk in and say, I want the makeup this way, I want the hair this way, I want the costume this way. I can give guidance, I can give corrections, I can say, no, I don't like that, yes, I do like that. But what I need is people who are artists in and of themselves.
How does the makeup feel, though? Is it very heavy or anything? Does it feel uncomfortable?
No, not at all. Just the little beard is a little tight.
Yeah. How does that feel? Does that feel as it's about to wobble off?
Feels pretty secure.
Oh, good. That nail did the trick. Well, the initial idea of the statues was just to frame the tableau between the Beauty and the Beast. But we thought, why not take it a bit further? You can read as much into it as you want to. We're showing cracks in the grey body tone of flesh colour coming through to imply that there might be a human soul trapped underneath, something like that. The Beast, we didn't want to cover him totally with hair or anything like that. We didn't want to go for what has been done before. We want to show that he's a human being underneath, a very beautiful, noble human being. Beauty is a more conventional type of beauty. We didn't want to make her look like she'd walked off a fashion set or anything like that. Something more poetic.
Ideally, with models, you look for people who will bring a bit of magic to the set, who, just as actors are expected to add a little bit, do their own creativity. Models are capable of doing the same thing. And I try to find models who will do that. You look great. Okay, just step right in. That's it. Now listen, guys, don't forget, don't smile.
Okay.
He does.
Now this is very GQ.
I want you guys to get all of this out now. When it starts. Okay, Lucky, come in. Your right foot should go up here. All right, you're going to be leaning in. Bring the back foot back more so you can lean in more, even more. Okay, it's a lot of, there you go. Okay, love, now you're going to turn a little bit away from him. Very demurely, bored with this wonderful beast here. Okay, Spence, we're going to test the yellow gels on the fog. That's it, that's it. Okay, hit the background. Okay, looks great. Let's shoot it. I'm using Kodachrome 25 film, which is 35 millimeter, and the reason I'm using it, first of all, is that I don't want to go to larger format because there are too many elements on this shooting not to be able to leave yourself that open door for a little bit of magic happening, not to keep having to slip it in one sheet at a time. Wendy, a little more languid. Put your feet up more. That's it, love. That's it. Wonderful. Good, good, good. When I'm doing this, when I'm doing what I'm doing today, I'm in seventh heaven. It's a somewhat painful seventh heaven because it's all ultimately on your shoulders, but it is absolutely fun. I just love it, and I never admit that to anybody around me. I never say, gee, what a terrific time this is and everything. I probably don't even laugh very much. I sound like I'm constantly worried when I'm talking to my assistants or the stylist or whatever, but I'm having a real good time.